Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using mainly Vicki Boutin All the Good Things for my layout. This is also going to be another layout for load. This is day 8. Load day 8. Now, the ones I have edited and put up, they're not necessarily in order. They're just whenever I've grabbed them off my computer and decided, oops, I have time to do a voiceover work. Let's do it. I am also going to be using a sketch. It's right there up at the top right-hand corner, and it is from Sketches in Time. They do have a, I think, is it a website or is it a blog? I'm not exactly sure, but if you just put them in your little Google search bar, they'll come up. You can go over there and check them out. I am going to be copying this sketch pretty closely. I am cutting all those banners. Now what this is I have one of the 6x8 pads, and so I am using some of those papers to cut these banners off. I did get quite a bit of this collection. Most of the 12x12 papers I have already used. So now I'm busting into that 6x8 pad. You can see this right here is a 12x12. I am going to put that piece down at the bottom because I want to tie in some florals throughout the rest of this layout. That striped piece that I use is my main piece. Well, it started out as my main piece because I love that paper so much. That's one of my favorite papers in this collection, and I was just about out of it. So that was my main starting point. It is kind of one of my favorites. So right here you can see where I got the basic concept of the layout set up. Now I am not going to put the title where it says title, and I'm not going to use that circle element either. But other than that, pretty much I stick really close to the sketch. Now the photos that I am going to be scrapbooking are photos of Jim and I. They are selfies we attempted to take when we were in St. Pete's, I think, several years ago, probably 2015. I haven't done my journaling yet, and I haven't put the date on there yet either. I do have a little spot at the bottom where I can do some journaling on this layout. Anyways, these are selfies that we were attempting to take, but you can see in the top two, Jim has his thumb right in the way, and in the bottom two, I'm looking one way and he is looking another way. So I just call this layout We Try. Right here, I just had a baggie full of all different embellishments, some die cuts or whatnot that I had left from this collection. There's also just some pieces of paper that I had left over. They're little scraps I couldn't bear to get rid of. So I'm going to go through that and just start sticking them down around the page because I'm not really sure exactly how I want to embellish it. Now that arrow right there, it does stay, as does that laugh. That arrow says do all the things, and then of course that banner, it says laugh. Down here at the bottom, I do use this one. That right there, it says this is the good stuff. That one is going to stay, and then I'm going to use several flowers and kind of leaf bits. Remember when she had this collection out and it had all the black and white? I am going to use the black and white leaves that came in that ephemera pack. Here I thought I was going to do something on this right hand side of the photo, but I did not really care for how it looks. I just leave that whole center part right there just completely blank. That title is even going to move. I actually quite like it the way it is right now. I didn't even attempt to do the circle on it, and you know what? I think I might like it better without the circle. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't do the circle, but I really like that with that center part clear. Now it's going to take me a minute to go through this entire baggie of stuff that I have from this collection. I mean, I have a ton, and this happens to me quite frequently. I will, when I buy a collection or a piece of a collection even, I always am done with the pattern paper before I am able to finish off the embellishments. I very rarely can finish an embellishment pack, or very rarely have finished an embellishment pack. I will say I've only been scrapping for a few years, so I mean there's still a chance for me to finish something, but pattern paper, bam, it goes really quickly. This particular layout, it hardly uses any pattern paper. You can see there's a lot of different patterns on it, but they're all like little scraps. So I mean, probably not even a full 12x12 sheet if those came off the same sheet. Generally, though, I use a bunch of pattern paper. So this one is a little bit different for me, actually. I don't really use the white cardstock as a background a whole lot anymore. I would say maybe 20% of the time. I mean, just not very often, but I do like it. Now, this title is going to give me trouble. I really wanted to keep it right up there in that center part because I didn't have this circle. It is not going to work out there. I don't like it there. Even looking back at the screen, I'm looking at it. I just don't love it. Now, I don't know if I actually tried it over onto the left-hand side where the sketch called for it. That might have been acceptable, but I don't end up doing that either. I end up putting it down at the left-hand side of the bottom photo on top of that kind of a blue banner and the pink banner. Now, so far, this is my first time doing load, and so it's May 2019. So far, it is going really, really well. It is, at the time of this voiceover, it is May 21st. I have not missed a day yet. I'm so impressed with myself. Yay, me, right? I have not missed a day yet. Even though we traveled, I have taken things with me and have been able to do layouts and then take the picture and upload it. Now the pictures, like if you go look at my Flickr account, you'll see everything I've done for load. They're not the best photos because, like I said, in many of the photos I've had to take, we were traveling, so I didn't really have the best option. But I'm very proud that I was able to come up with a layout a day so far. There's only one of the layouts at this point that I'm really like, I want to go back and revisit and maybe do something else with. Other than that, I've really enjoyed it. Now, someone had asked me if I think that the paying for load is worth it, and I do. However, for me, I have not used very many prompts, and again, I think it's because of the traveling and stuff. So I've already had pictures pulled out that I wanted to scrapbook, and I already had stories for, because I knew we would be traveling. I have used the prompts, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 times thus far, but that's it. My husband gave me this subscription for my birthday. If I had to go back and pay for it, I still probably would, because it's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of inspiration over in the Flickr gallery where everybody uploads what they have made. So yeah, I do think it's worth it, in my opinion. I don't know how much each load is per event, but I just got that 1-year subscription and I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.